Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. I do appreciate you stopping by. Guys, today's beer comes from 3 Notch Brewing. These guys are out of Charlottesville, I'm pretty sure. We did one of their beers not long ago. They are distributing their beers down here now. We did the single IPA, and this is, they're calling it their double IPA. Limited release, double IPA it's got here, and it's got bottled on 11/17 of 18. And today is the 29th, so pretty damn fresh for beers I can get around here. So I'm very impressed how fresh this beer is. I am pleasantly surprised. And this was bought at a gas station. There's a local gas station not far from here that sells craft beer, and they are bringing this stuff in, and that's actually where the other one is. The slice, juicy slice or whatever, the single IPA. This is only the second one I've done from this brewery, and this was not available last time we were in there last week, and it showed up. Matter of fact, today we just picked this up today and got it in the fridge, and I'm going to go ahead and review it, see what it brings to the table. A lot of heard comments on this particular one that it fits more in the Imperial Red Ale style than a double IPA style. So I'm going to tell you what I think of it. So, and they're giving us a lot of information. They're giving us a bottled on date right on the front where you can plainly see it's got the ABV on the back of the label here at 8.7% and the IBUs at 87. So they're giving us all the information that we need. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really good beer because I have been buying the other one, the Juicy Slice, which is a hazy, unfiltered beer, a lot like a New England style. And I don't think this one is going to be quite to that. It's probably a filtered beer. I'm not sure. I didn't read the label, but it doesn't look as hazy in the bottle as the other one does. So, but anyway, hopefully it's going to be a tasty beer. We're going to find out here in just a minute. Let me jump back over here to Untapped. It says 8 hop varieties, 8 hop additions. Order of appearance, Warrior, Summit, Simcoe, Willamette, Cascade, and Falconer's Flight in the bowl. Then 2 separate dry hop additions of Centennial, then Citra. It says don't be afraid of this killer, although because it's still angelic. Very smooth, balanced, and quite quaffable. So, let's find out. First beer of the day for me here, guys. Let's get it open and see what we got here. Nice hiss, a little bit of smoke. Into the glass we go here, guys. I'm going to pour it fairly aggressive if I can, if it don't produce 10 fingers of head real quick. And to be honest with you guys, it definitely looks like a red ale in the glass. That has a nice mahogany red color. See right through it, definitely a filtered beer. Looks good, about a finger of head on that pour. To the nose we go. Man, with all the hops they said they've used in this beer, I would figure the hops would be off the chain. A little bit of pine, but I'm getting a lot of caramel and toffee in there too, which for the fresh as this beer is, smells more like a red ale than a double. It definitely has a malt presence there, a little stronger malt presence than you typically think you would get with a double IPA. A little bit of citrusy notes, and maybe a hint of some oranges or grapefruit. but I am getting that caramel and toffee maltiness too. So let's give it a taste, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Decent hop presence. With 8 hop additions and 2 separate dry hop additions, I would expect it to be a lot more hoppy than what it is. I would kind of agree with the ones that are saying this is more of an imperial red ale. Looks like it and tastes like it. Maybe a hoppy red ale. For a beer that's 2 weeks old, basically, 17th and 29th, 12 days, not quite 2 weeks. It's got way too more caramel, toffee, malty notes as opposed to that big super hop profile in the lighter color. That looks exactly like a red ale in the glass, guys, and to me it tastes like an imperial red ale. So I kind of agree with what I've read on some of these guys' reviews. Would not classify this. Of course, they can call it whatever they want to call it. I mean, you have breweries calling porter stouts and stouts porters and red ales and black IPAs and all that stuff. And sometimes they hit it, and sometimes it's a little off. I don't think this is a very bad beer. It's a very tasty beer, but I don't think it quite fits into that category. It's just my humble opinion. Appearance and taste leads me to think, if I was blindfolded, of course I wouldn't be able to see the color, but I definitely can taste the maltiness, the caramel, and the toffee notes, which you don't get on a double IPA unless it's old. And this is definitely not old. 12 days, that ain't old. So I'm going to sip on it. See if I change my mind by the time we get to the end of it, and we'll come back and see where it ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it for a while now. A little bit of lacing is left on the glass. Guys, in my humble opinion, this does not fit into the double IPA category. I'm going to tell you that straight up. There are a whole lot of double IPAs that's going to have a bigger hop profile than this one does. As far as being a double IPA, no, it would not get a good grade if I was grading it on that. As far as an imperial red ale, it would get a pretty good grade because it's exactly what it tastes like to me. There's too much malty, caramel, toffee notes on this beer as opposed to hoppy presence, and which is very surprising since all the 8 hop varieties and 2 separate dry hop additions. I mean, you would think this would be off the chain with hop presence, and it is not for a beer that's 12 days old. So, like I said, since they're calling it a double IPA, we're going to grade it accordingly. It would get a lot better grade if they had said Imperial Red Ale on the front of this bottle instead of double IPA. Final chug. Little bit of citrusy notes there. Maybe a slight hint of some oranges or some grapefruit, but they're very subdued. And that's it. The caramel, malty, toffee notes are more present than the hop. So as far as a double IPA, guys, I'm going to tell you this is not going to get a good grade. I'm going to give it a B minus. It would be in the 5 category. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, B minus. 80. If they had marked it as a Imperial Red Ale, it would probably get a B plus or an A minus. That much differences in those two styles from what I am having in the glass tonight. So they've got double IPA, so I'm going to stick with that. Double IPA, no, not good, not worth buying. Probably won't buy it again because I know it's not. But as far as being an 8.7% Imperial Red Ale, worth buying. So just keep that in mind if you're a big Red Ale fan. This is a damn good one. It's into the A category to be a Red Ale, but for a double IPA, you're going to be very disappointed because the hop presence is not there, and very surprised to me with what they're telling me how much hop they've used on this. So it is what it is. I know it's not an old beer, so and I can tell you all the time, they can call it whatever they want. The breweries can call it whatever they want to call it. And I think this one is absolutely named wrong. So buy it accordingly. If you're a Red Ale fan, just be aware this is what you're going to get. And you're not going to get a big, bold, hoppy double IPA. So there it is in a nutshell. I'm going to go over to Beer Advocate. They say on this beer it's 3.75, which is right at their B plus range. I'm not going at because I was expecting a double IPA and not a Red Ale. Over to Untapped, they have it at 3.68, which is a B, not even to their B plus range. So, unimpressive for the style they're naming this beer to be. I got a feeling if they were to name it a little different, they'd get a better grade on this one because that's exactly what it looked and tasted like to me. So, if you've had this one from Three Notch Brewing Company, this is their Killer Angel. Let me know what you think. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.